Hello everyone, it's pmcnicholl here. Thank you so much for getting in touch with me with all the great questions on Facebook for businesses in Northern Ireland. One of the ones that came up quite a lot was how to boost your Facebook page likes, and another one was how to target the correct audience. So we're going to do a quick tutorial here on how to do that. You can get really advanced with Facebook. We're going to keep it nice and simple, and we're also going to spend a small budget here of £10 per day over the course of a week. So let's bounce right in here. So click on the right hand side of the page here and go into the adverts platform by clicking create ads. Facebook's took us to the first step of their adverts platform where you create your campaign. There's lots of different options of styles of adverts you can run with Facebook. You might be running an event you want to promote. You could be wanting to send someone to a page on your website like a contact form or a shopping page. You can also boost posts you've already posted on your page. But for this tutorial, we're going to click the promote your page tutorial. So I'm going to be promoting an advert, or promoting a page to get likes for a cafe called My Lovely Little Cafe. This is a cafe I made up. For the example, we're going to say that it's based in Ballymena. So now we're going to create our target audience. So you scroll down here to this area here. This area here is now where we can break down location, age, gender, and interests of our customers. You've got to think who's coming through the doors of your business. So now we're going to click here. We're going to go straight into location. I'm going to type in Ballymena. This one we're going to hit enter, and automatically Facebook will bring up Ballymena with people within 25 miles of Ballymena. So if you see here, this little set part of the page shows you the potential reach of your advert if you were to just press post now. Right now there's 150,000 people between the ages of 18 and 65 within 25 miles of Ballymena. 150,000 is a big reach for a £10 a day advert. So what we're going to do is we want to get that down between 1,000 and 5,000 people. So we're going to click here. You can move this to 10 miles, 25 miles, 50 miles, or you can boost it right on out to as large as you want. For now, we're going to click no radius. If you want to, you can add in another town that might be close by. So we'll type in Portlanone, in case anyone else is coming wants to come into Ballymena to go to My Little Cafe. So we'll scroll on down here. Now, what are the age market, or what is the ages of the customers coming through your business? Well, for instance, in this a cafe, we'll say they're 15 years old right up to 65 years old. So now you'll see our potential reach is now 32,000 people. That means there's 32,000 people between 15 and 65 in Ballymena and Portlanone. So we'll want to now then select our gender. Now you can go all, and that's hitting both males and females. You can go for men. You see it breaks it down 15,000 men. And you can go woman, and it breaks down to 16,000. Now I like to keep things really niche and really targeted. So we're going to go with women, and also a reason why I lean on the side of targeting women on Facebook is that data shows that they tend to be the most engaged on Facebook. They share the most online, and they also buy the most online. So we're going to keep it at that. Now, the last step we're going to do, we're going to skip all these other ones, and we're going to go straight into interests. Now, this is where you target people who would have an interest in your business. So, how can you tell who's interested in your business? Well, you take the market leader in your industry. So, for this instance, we're going to go with Starbucks. Because if someone's interested in Starbucks, they're going to love my cafe too. So there, we've broke it right down, 3,400 people. So that's a great start now. That's what we want, between 1,000 and 5,000 with our £10 a day budget. Just to then give you a few other examples. So say, example, we were a gym and we wanted to target men for bodybuilding. So what we could do is we could change this here up. We could go 15 to 65, we go 15 to 30, and we'll target men. And then we'll want to change this here and say what would be the leader in the gym field? What would be an interest that people would be really interested in on Facebook? So we'll type in Men's Health Magazine. See, we'll target anyone who likes Men's Health Magazine on Facebook. There's a good chance that they'll be interested in our gym programs. So you see, that's a great target market for you. And then also, say for example, you're a fashion shop. You might want to target, again, you want a female fashion shop. So you might want to target women between the ages of 15 and 25, and say they are take a leader in your industry. So we'll say Top Shop. 2,900. Again, maybe you're trying to target an older customer base, so we'll just push this up to 25 to 35, and maybe they'd be more into Zara. There you go. So there you can see that's a great target market. With £10 a day, you'll be able to target them every day over the course of the week with just £10. So this is how you create your audience. Now I'm going to take you through how to set your budget. Okay guys, so I've reset everything back for the My Lovely Little Cafe. Now we're going to just want to review everything, make sure it's correct. Ballymena, Portnoe, age is correct, interest correct. Nice and simple. We've got 3,400 people we're going to target within our audience. So how much do we want to spend? We want to spend £10 per day. You can go daily budget, type in £10 in here, or you can go, I like to go with set a lifetime budget. Reason why? It reduces the chance of making a mistake where sometimes I've seen before where people have set a daily budget and not set the end date correctly, and they spent well over their budget. This way, you know it's going to start today. I click on Sunday. It's going to start today at 6 p.m. And it's going to end next Sunday at 4:51. Okay, so now we're going to change this here to 70 for £10 a day. So what I want you to quickly look at is this area here, the estimated daily reach. Now this says that £70 over the course of a week, so £10 per day, will reach, Facebook will put your advert into 1,600 to 3,100 news feeds every day for 7 days. And that's just for £70. So it's going to appear once in their newsfeed per day. So that's a fantastic reach you're going to get there. So that's why I wanted to get it down, because if you weren't doing that, if you weren't getting it nice, if that there was 20,000, you wouldn't be getting the best targeted audience. So I'd like to keep it nice and niche. So we scroll down, that's that set up. Now I'm going to show you one more little tip here, the scheduling tool. This is a new tool set up by Facebook. It's fantastic. What you get to do is, instead of running your ads all day, every day, you may have a special, like a lunchtime special that you want to offer, or you might not be open on a certain day. So what you want to do is you can then set your advert to run at certain times. So you might not want to run your ads during the night, so you can just start with the early birders, start at 6 a.m. You want to run your ads from 6 a.m. right up until lunchtime when your ad special's on. So there you go, that's it, going to run from 6 o'clock to, it's probably 1 o'clock there. So, oh wait, then also, you might not be open on a Sunday, so you can pull that away, and there it's not going to run on a Sunday. So you can keep everything nice and specific, not wasting any of your budget on times of the day where your audience won't be online. But for this one, we're going to keep it with the early birders, because we want to boost people coming into my coffee shop and during the weekdays. So we'll go down here. So that's us. We've got that all set up on our budget. Just look over it one more time. Just make sure everything's correct. Budget correct. Schedule dates correct. And our time schedule. Just to point out one more thing, reference your budget and setting up how much you want to spend in your campaign. We set a budget of £10 per day for a week. If you can, I highly recommend that you boost this up to £250. Reason why I say £250 is because, one, Facebook is really cheap right now. It's going to be a lot more expensive in the next 18 months when everyone starts catching on how great it is. And the fact is that you can then, if you take a figure like £250, you can compare that to a local newspaper advert, which would usually cost something in and around that price. Because then you can then say, look, Facebook ad outperformed the local newspaper ad, so I'm going to put my money there. Or you can see that maybe the newspaper ad performed better than Facebook. So that just gives you something to compare against. But now we're going to take you on to designing the advert. Create our audience and our budget. Now we're going to create the advert. A lot of companies make the big mistake on Facebook is just asking people to like them for no particular reason, or maybe to brag, say they're the best coffee, or they're the best this and best that. Which is fair enough, but what you want to do is you want to get more likes, you want to offer an incentive to like your page, so you're adding value to that person's newsfeed. So what you want to do is, I always start off, we scroll down here, and in the text box, Whatever we type in here is going to appear along this line. So we have 90 characters to use up. So I always like to get in there at the beginning. For local companies, I like to get in about the location, where you are. This will separate you, because you're targeting Ballymena and your Ballymena company, this will separate you automatically from the guys with the big budgets, the Starbucks, etc. So people like to support their local businesses. So best coffee in Ballymena. Now I'm going to give the user a command, so like us, and now the incentive for exclusive offers and free refills on Monday. That's us. So now we've got that there set up. Nice little tagline. So I like to set up, get the location in there, the command, and then why they should the incentive. So now you've got that there. Oh, let's move me about there 2 seconds. So now we have that set up. You're going to see here, Facebook pulls your logo, sets it here, and also pulls your cover page. Now, if you're happy with your cover photo, just run with it. Run with it and get the ad up and going and start seeing the results. Or you might want to add a few more images to it, or a different image. So what you want to do is click here, select images. Now, Facebook gives you the option to add up to 6 images. Now, you might think, why would I add 6 images? Well, this means Facebook will send a variation of different images to your audience's newsfeed throughout the week. The benefits of that is, one, that it keeps it interesting, keeps it fresh in the person's newsfeed. They're not seeing the same advert over and over again. And 2 is that you're able to then later on look at how each image is performing and see which ones perform better. So I like to take this opportunity to talk about photos. So you can either go to and get free stock images that Facebook has had that have got a partnership set up here with Shutterstock. So you can go and get fantastic looking photos, professional imagery. So type in coffee there. For this one, we're going to type in coffee. We're going to go with, let it load, get this nice cup here. We'll go with this nice one here, and then a picture of this nice picture here. And so we'll go done. But what I want to point out here is this is great. Stock photos, professional photos, make your page look nice and professional. But I feel there's a personal touch if you're a local business. I would always recommend get a picture of your business in there. If you're a coffee shop and you're the owner, get a picture of you and your staff in there. And you don't need fancy photography. You don't need to hire a photographer. iPhones at the minute are more than enough. Have a really high quality image there you can use with them. So I like to add in my own couple of photos. Add in my own photo as if I was running. So there, I've added in a mixture of professional photos and my own photos. So obviously here you'll get to see it looks great, looks really professional, but you'll find that sometimes a more personable touch will get a better engagement if you're a recognizable person around your local area. So there you are. Obviously this won't sell much coffee, but it's just an example. So now we've added in all our imagery. We've got a mixture of stock images and our own custom images. We're going to be able to see how our ads are ready to go and we're ready to hit place the order. But first of all, I want you all just to review your order and make sure it's all correct. So the location is correct, the age is correct, the gender is correct, and the interest is correct. Remember, check this budget. Yes, you'll spend a total of £70 in total. Don't want to go over budget and scroll down. Timings are right. Our images look great. And our copy is correct. I'm just going to make that count. Everyone likes to see that word. So there we go. And that's us ready to go. So place our order and I'll take about 10 minutes for Facebook to review. Just make sure it complies with all their guidelines and that'll be you ready to go. So where I'm going to take you now to is where you can review how your advert's performing. Click into the advert, the ads manager. I'd like to show you how to do this. It's on the left hand side of the page. You click on the ads manager and then you'll see a list of your ads. Now these will all pop up here. So you're able to see previews of them here. I just expanded on them. So what you want to look at here, here's running the course of the week. That's going to show you the start of your campaign and the end of your campaign. As your campaign matures, you're going to see a graph going up and down and seeing which days are getting more engagement and the likes you're getting on them days. Now you've got all these different data points here. I don't want you to look at any of them bar the results one. Keep it nice and simple. Don't get you can get lost sometimes in the amount of analytics out there. So just look at this here. And throughout the week, maybe 3 days into it, check into it and see which of your pictures are getting the best feedback. So then if 4 of them are performing really well, you'll be able to keep them. If 3 of these here are performing really well and 1 isn't, you can simply turn 1 off. So by clicking that button there. So that's you. That's your Facebook ad running. I really appreciate your time listening to this. I'm going to ask one thing, or I have one request, and that is I would really love if you could all send me through your results on this, or how your adverts got on and the results you're getting from it. And again, always get in contact with me. My contact details are in the description. If you'd like help getting this set up, please get in touch. And then we're going to be running another tutorial in the next week. So I'd love to hear what ideas you'd like to, or what's troubling you, and I can run another tutorial for you guys. So I'd like to thank you all for your time. I hope you're all having a great summer, and best of luck with your advert. I hope it improves your business. And bye-bye and have a great day. Bye.